Hello, hello, Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. So I'm just enjoying a day outside in the rain. Yes, I have an umbrella. And there's nothing wrong with walking outside in the rain and enjoying the way that God waters the earth. The way that God cleanses the earth. There's no wrong way. There's nothing wrong with that. I quite enjoy it, actually. And I even sometimes will go into not only a reflective period, walking around the rain, but it is a cleansing of the old and making way for the new. So, what am I talking about exactly? Well, there may have been some things that I have been interested in and are things that I enjoyed to do years ago. That were canceled by other individuals. Passions, talents, gifts, things that I enjoyed, that I loved, that I had pleasure in or found pleasure in doing, that I stopped doing because somebody else did not want me to enjoy doing them. Someone else didn't like the fact that I was good at doing other things. Someone didn't like the fact that I was aware, that I was knowledgeable, more knowledgeable than them on how to do something. Now, I want to talk about what happens to individuals that want to cease the growth of someone else. What happens to these individuals? What happens to people that want another individual to lose and or suffer or not be able to do what it is that they love, enjoy, and are passionate about in their lives? What happens to those people that cause the failure of another? Especially when it's based off of jealousy and or envy. I'll tell you what, whatever they love, whatever they're passionate about doing, creating, being in life, and maybe let's just say that they are not really passionate about anything. Let's say their children are passionate about a certain field or creativity or even an expansion on knowledge and or wealth and abundance. Well, you've heard the Bible verse, the sins of the parents fall on the children. Well, I do believe that that will be what in fact happens. Indeed, the sins will fall on the children. What their children enjoy and love doing, they will not be able to do that in their lives. They will not be successful in going in that direction. They may be able to have a career where they make a lot of money and or where they might be successful. But, listen to this, they may not enjoy what they do to make that money. So they may be able to have a nice car, a nice home, be able to buy some things, right? But, and listen to this, but it will all be kind of mundane. It will all be kind of boring. It won't be pleasurable. It won't be delightful. It won't be enjoyable. They'll basically feel like they have to in order to maintain what they have already acquired and not lose it. But they have to do certain things in order to get through and or to deal with the mundane, the boring. So that could be drugs, that could be alcohol, that could be promiscuity. Many different things that people do that are negative and or toxic to try to deal with the fact that the existence that they're in, the life that they have, is not one that they really actually truly enjoy. But they feel like there's no way out. There's nothing for them to do except to continue to do what they have been doing, because at least that gives them something. But it can drain those individuals. So, not only the work, the drain, and the mundane from doing the task and doing the work, but no, also the drain on their health and their well-being, especially when they incorporate alcohol, drugs, dangerous levels of play. They're basically saying, you know what? I don't want to live. So, if there is something I can do to enjoy the time, make the time pass by, and not feel as drained, not feel as unhappy, let me include something else that is not good, but I'll think that it's good because I'm enjoying whatever pleasure I get from it, even if that hurts other individuals. So, I want you to think about that. What about the parent, the alcoholic parent, that has 2 children at home, and they go to their job every day, 9 to 5. They hate what they do, but they have to make a paycheck, they have to make a living in order to take care of their family. They're able to have some means and or have some abilities to do some things, but it's not exactly what they want to do. They feel like they have to do it. So every day, when they get home from work, they come home, they sit in their recliner, and they enjoy an alcoholic beverage. But maybe it's not just one alcoholic beverage. No. What if it is an entire bottle of an alcohol, of a spirit? And then let's say, after they enjoy that alcohol, they get into their emotions, into their feelings, and they start to get angry and get upset and get pissed off because they are not happy where they are. They're not happy in their life. They really didn't want to have children, but they got this girl pregnant. The girl that wanted to have a child, that wanted to have a baby, that wanted to keep him, and knew that the only way that she could keep him was if she had a child. So now he's trapped. But then you got to think about what could possibly happen to those children. You have abuse, you have anger, you have violence, so on and so forth, that could be going on in the home. And you've heard about these things that happen in these homes with alcoholics. Right? There you go. So, that is an example of how God gets back and how God deals with those that have come against us, those that have attacked us, those that have abused us, lied on us, whatever, and are those that have deterred our passions, our creativity, our love, our talents, our gifts, because they were jealous and were envious of what we were able to do, what we were skilled at doing, and what they delayed, because they did not stop it. They may have delayed it, but they did not stop it. These are the ones that also become more and more angry at the fact that there is nothing else that they can do to come against us, to attack us. because God stopped them. God kept them from being able to attack us and or to negatively affect us. And he basically turned our lives around back in the direction, back in the path of where we originally wanted to go in and that God wanted us to go in, but we were deterred and or we were delayed by other outside individuals. And he has a way of removing these people from our lives. And sometimes it's not only just distance. So, I wanted to share that with you because God put it on my heart to share it with you. What happens to these individuals that delay and or deter and or try to cease what God has blessed his child to do in life? And there you go. That's what he does. He will delay, remove, and cease what goes on in their lives, what they enjoy. He will also affect their children. He will affect their relationships. He will affect all different areas of an individual's life for interfering and affecting our lives. That's just how it goes. Now you know.